Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome back to Season Time, session 35, also season 2, episode 2. Just however you're cataloging this. So yeah, we're glad to have you. And I'm glad to have this wonderful cast of wonderful people to play this amazing game with. So let's get right back into it, shall we? Our party has finally arrived in the great city of La Cachelle, where the glorious and ever dangerous tournament is being held right smack dab in the center of it. And our party hopes to enlist into the tournament, win some money, and to also find a particular father of a particular bard of our party, Miss Kimi Seasinger. However, you guys cut right across to Tyrion Spas to confront Olani before the tournament even began, and you managed to catch him um, with his metaphorical pants down, and with a little bit of a confrontation, Kimmy and Olani seem to had reached a standstill. Olani telling them that of what dangers they have brought by bringing themselves here to the city. And just before he teleported away, telling them not to enter the tourney, to stay away from it. And now the party sits in the garden courtyard of Batarian Spas after that tense confrontation was had with the curly gray-haired halfling kind of standing at the back of the group as you all kind of converge together. And as you're all kind of gathering around Kimmy, Aterion speaks up, and you can hear him with those little jingles of his jewelry endowed and baubled raiment that he's wearing. He's got rings. He's just decked out in jewels, and he comes into the center, kind of moseys past a few of the party members and says, well, it seems that you are all quite stressed from that encounter. If I could offer you a spa or a relaxing massage or something of that caliber, just to, you get you over that moment. Free of charge, of course. First time.
Is he talking to all of us?
Yes, I am a Tyrion, owner of this establishment, if you haven't already caught that. And you can see he's getting like a little baggie, and he pulls out like a few grapes and starts snacking on them because he's like looking at all you for any kind of reaction.
I mean, it's free.
By all means, pick your spa area or go to the massage parlors. Just tell him Aterion sent you.
There's
Wherever
a
you.
Miyoko-shaped cloud of dust.
And as he sees Miyoka leaving, he looks over to Sebastian. He says, "Who is the leader of this band of?" He kind of thinks about it. Heroes, adventurers, mercenaries.
Is 85 with me?
Yeah, he kind of flies up and perches on your shoulder.
I'm gonna point at the bird.
Bird looks at you and says, "Clarification: I will not be part of this." Tyrion goes, "It
Shot.
speaks. Ooh, how did you get it to do that?"
It's I can throw my voice. Is what it is.
Oh, you're playing with me. I get it. Quite clever. and he says, "Servant, I need a drink, please." You can see a few people scuffle.
Why do you need to know who our leader is?
I've just been looking for some groups to hire. I've already hired quite a few of them, and well, it looks like you all are down on your luck, and maybe it's time you get a benefactor of sorts that can pay for your expenditures.
Do we look that disheveled to you?
Quite so. It looks like you haven't bathed in days.
That's not true. I was in the ocean water this morning.
Quite. I could tell. And he gets something out of like one of his like belt buckles, and it's like a little clear through little bottle. And he,
What?
I
don't mind the smell. It'll grow on you.
I don't believe that any one of us are more of a leader than the rest. I think this is a joint party. All like-minded individuals, friends, you might say. Any one of us would refer to others before a decision is made. But you said you are in need of the services of a group such as ours.
Follow me, please. And he leads you down a couple of hallways. Does the rest of the party follow?
I would go with Anaru.
Kimi nudges on Wolpa's shirt.
You mean my little cloak cape?
Yeah,
I'm
that.
disguised right now. Yeah, Lilpa would like reciprocate and like just like grab Kimmy's hand and like start following Anara and Sebastian.
She doesn't move.
She's just like
And Miyoko is not there.
Yeah, all you see is the cloud silhouette.
Okay. Looking around, then I'm probably gonna ask, "Where's Punchy Boy?"
Is Mayor still outside, or did he come back in?
No, I was waiting outside for Kimmy to come back. Good. So I'm still outside.
He left in quite a hurry. I think he had something to do elsewhere.
I think he's waiting by the water fountain still.
Ooh, there are quite a few fountains. Would you care to go grab him and bring him with us?
I'm gonna go with Miyoko. And she just looks at you, Lilpa, like, you coming with me?
You
I'll be
come
like,
with me.
I was like, I too think I will go with Miyoko.
Painful.
And just let's still holding on to Kimmy's hand, but we'll let Kimmy take the lead.
Yeah, she just leaves. She's just like, you know where Maris is, that's your problem now.
Can you point which way he went, like which door?
She points at the door. Right over there, the entrance door.
Anari is going to point off in that direction and send a message. Maris, would you care to join us inside?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I thought we were waiting outside, but for some reason I had to leave. I'm still trying to figure that out. And I'll walk back inside. And I'll just saunter up to Anaru. Still, like, Maris seems a little dazed. Not exactly sure what happened.
You know, a balanced diet would clear up that daze of yours quite well. Tyrion is leading us. He said he has a job for us.
And where are the ladies of our group?
I think they went to a massage chamber or a spa room. I don't know. They said something about pedicure.
Miyoko, which one did you go to?
The one where you get the cucumbers on your eyes and and you sit in a mud bath.
There you go. So you're kind of led a couple hallways down, and you open up these double wide doors, and the smoke just kind of gets let out. You can all these sorts of fragrant smells fill your nostrils. It's kind of hazy, and then past all the haze, you could see Miyoko with Lilliput and Kimi at the side. Miyoko just submerged in mud, some cucumbers on their eyes, in bliss. And Eterion's like, already using the mud baths, a natural. And he kind of walks over and he takes off his like robe, and then kind of just jumps in the mud bath.
Wait,
Please join us.
I'm confused. I thought you guys were going a completely different direction.
yeah, is there two in Tyrion?
Now, Eterion was leading you to wherever Miyoko went.
I
'cause
thought
that's-
he was leading them to discuss business.
Yeah, at the
So
mud
we're
bath.
all
Mud.
at the mud bath.
This is Eterion's way of doing business.
Wait, so we're all here?
Yes.
Oh, so we're not split up.
He
I
said,
meant you-
Let me bring you to my office, and his office was a mud bath. Turns
that
out.
you just happen to be in also.
Yeah.
Bastion
Well, he
is
did
not
say
gonna get
like
in the mud, and he's very confused now for the guy to be like saying how they look disheveled, and he jumps into a pool of mud, and he's just like, "You strange little man. I don't." Mm-mm.
It's finely processed mud, quite different than other islands. You'll enjoy it. Helps with the skin.
Or the lack thereof.
He
And
looks
Naru will
over
just
and gets.
slide in.
See, that's a man of adventure. He looks over and starts smoking a cigar while he's like looking over at the rest of the party, just standing there. Have a seat. There's tables here, chairs. Don't just.
Kimmy tugs on Liliput's coat one more time.
She just like looks up like just yeah. She's confused about mud baths because it seems very counterproductive.
I need to talk to you, and I need to talk to you, and I don't want everyone else there. And she whispers that, so only you hear it.
She'll nod and she'll walk up to it's Arterion?
Eterion, yes.
Arterion.
Mm-hmm.
And ask do you have a private bath area?
I'm sure. Yeah, just down the hall on the left, a smaller room. If there's people there, just say Eterion tells them to shoo. Go away.
Okay. It is water, right? Not mud.
Just look at it very closely before jumping in. That's my trick.
It's kind of okay. Yeah, Kimmy and I will be right back. I just in desperate need for water. And she'll lead Kimmy out of the room and start heading in that direction.
Okay. So you're kind of led like a minute or so before you find that room that's empty and vacant. Many people you can see like shelves lined up with all sorts of spices and a little lantern casting a soft glow in the room. There are no windows, but there is like a little spa. It's very hot when you get in there. It's steamy. You gotta like waft it away. And yeah, you come in
Her
there.
goggles are just like I can't see.
Look at me, Lilliput. I can't.
It's like every time I get out of my car after like the air conditioning's been blowing, I get out of the car and it's like I'm just like, cool, where's my house? But she'll be like, excuse me, and and detach the goggles and like just start taking everything off. She's just like
Mhm.
Kimmy, is it okay if I get in the water? I'm very. I think I am starting to shed scales. I am dry.
When you look at Kimmy, she is full on tears down her face, just like a waterfall of tears. She's been holding it in for like hours, so now
It's
this
just
is
like
just...
imagine like you have like you're like
Mhm.
Yeah,
that
like,
kind of
I
thing.
can't cry in front of these people, please help me.
And it's just like God, I've been there before. She'll be like, oh. And she'll grab Kimmy's like arm very gingerly and just kind of lead her to the edge of the water and like, please have a seat.
She just
And,
follows directions.
and she'll get in the water and just be like, and look up at Kimmy and be like, I feel like I should ask what is wrong, but I feel like I already know. And I am sorry that happened.
She just keeps sobbing, like she puts her hand in, or her head in her hands. She's like can't talk right now.
She'll just kind of like just nod and hop out of the water and like sit next to Kimmy and just lean on her and just give her a nice comforting hug. She doesn't really know what to say. Just wants to know that she is not alone. And she's just waiting for Kimmy to just get it all out of her system.
I mean, that was the main
So I
reason.
don't know when Kimmy's gonna get it all out of her system.
Gets a bag of chips she found.
I was like, you can next scene.
I know. I'm like, Michael, go back to
Okay,
the other scene for a
okay.
little bit. We'll ding you when we're ready or something. I don't know.
Okay. So we go back away. Eterion still smoking the cigar. Looks back at the rest of the party. Sees Anaru in the mud bath. Sees Miyoko. Sees Maris and Sebastian still standing. He says, "Well, I could see that you have a problem with the headliner of the tournament here. Is that
Are
not
you
correct?"
I mean-
speaking of Olani?
The one and the same.
It's not so much a problem as it is just an errand we need to run, really.
Well, I won't pry. We all gotta keep our secrets. And that's not the point of me bringing you here. What I have brought you here was a proposition. You want to get to Olani? I
We
could
do.
be that benefactor.
How so?
I own a very expensive, very lucrative spa.
No
I have a
shit.
few I have a few establishments in the old world of Thalia, not just in the Caesar Palos. I have a lot of reach. I could prove useful to your group, but I'll need certain tests to be done. Very easy for this particular type of people you are, with your certain skills.
Within the city, I presume.
More particularly, Snake's Vice. I'm sure you've seen it on your way in.
Are you referring to the slums?
The one and the same.
I see.
More particularly, the pits. A lot of would-be assassins are trying to take me out of this existence. And I particularly don't enjoy gunning for my life all the time. It's quite exhausting.
Doesn't the city guard help with that?
Oh, no. Not ever since the Federation has occupied this city 10 years ago has the God ever done too much for those that, well, don't pay enough to the cause.
I see.
Ah, so it is exactly like the Seiya Kingdom with Northern Hanode. Duly noted.
You're correct. It's one and the same, really. However, I can still get things done from my little spa here. And he draws a big inhale of his cigar and lets out a ring of smoke. I would like a particular assassin lord in the pits to be taken care of. Either through words. Actually, no, screw that. Words, I feel like would never get the thing done. Just do whatever you all do best. Trust me, they won't be missed. Though if you are a little squeamish, you can always go to another guild of some sorts, and I'm sure they'll give you some other task.
I mean, let's be frank here. There is no assassin lord. There is just a killer with a very big ego.
You're quite correct.
I
But the
think it
title
should
is
be
easy
more
to
common.
target.
I mean,
Does this lord have a name?
Indeed, they do. Their name is Paraka.
Can you tell us more details? When I look around, is there a hot tub anywhere?
Nah, it's just a mud bath in this one.
Okay. Maris will just sit down in the chair.
He's about to be a mud genasi.
He looks at you and just shakes his head. You should try it. It'll save your life.
It's not my taste. So you can point me to a hot tub later. I'll gladly partake in that.
This is the most comfortable mud I've ever been in.
I mean, that's half the point.
Mhm.
So,
So,
I guess we are killing a guys then again.
Yeah, you'll kill them. Bring me their head.
Do you actually want the head? That's messy as all shit.
And many questions will be asked of us on the trek back. I mean, even if we put it into a satchel or a bag of some sort, there will be, blood, brain matter dripping on the walk back over here. I don't think you want that leading back to you.
I
Just
mean,
find
those-
some way of bringing evidence of their demise. Just
How
find a
about the
way.
finger? How about the finger?
We
How
can
do-
probably find a piece of jewelry or some personal keepsake on their person and bring that instead.
Yeah, good work. I know they do wear some particular jewelry to signify their thieves group. Good work. He's
Very
already
well.
pouring like a bottle or a cup of wine.
So
Starts
we'll
drinking it.
we'll kill them, steal their jewelry, take their clothes, and bring it back as proof.
Wait, we don't need their clothes.
But to get our point across, to leave this powerful assassin lord dead and naked, it sends a powerful message.
You're a real freak, Naru.
Mm-hmm.
The people on the surface, you don't deal with your enemies in the same matter.
Look at it. I don't know who I look at. I look at everybody like Am I the only one?
Varys gives you like a nod back, like yeah, right there with you.
Tyrion just is not even paying attention. He's just pouring another glass of wine. You know your job. The pits are quite the way to get into. You can go through the snake's vice, as the easy way of doing it, or you can cut across, find a way to get into the ruby shell markets, and you won't even have to step foot. Well, you step foot a little bit in snake's vice, just not as much if you took the straight shot. So, two options for you.
How do we know that we can trust you? You're asking strangers to kill somebody who's after you. We don't know anything about your relationship between this person. You want us to get involved in. After one too many blood oaths, I don't know if I can just be so eager to help anybody who asks.
No blood oath here. I quite despise Federation. You're not Federation, are you?
Never.
Only a cook.
Excuse me.
Don't listen to her. She's a little drunk.
Tyrion goes, just know that this assassin and I used to be business partners, but they decided to rob me of my wealth and never paid me back. Let's just put it at that. And they're using their funds for things I wouldn't consider very profitable.
Excuse me. We'll have to talk to everyone before we make a decision.
How long ago did this business venture turn sour?
Well, it was about a year ago, let's say.
Well,
I think
go ahead.
I was gonna say I think, like Mary said, we need to discuss things, and we'll take you up on that. Stay here at your facility.
Already are.
I'm more
Just
so
to
meant so
be
we
submerged.
can talk by ourselves, and he can get out of the mud bath and leave us be.
Tyrion says, well then. He steps out. Just kidding, I'm not offended. You have your fun discussing things. I'll be in my little tower. Just knock 3 times. I'll know it's you.
What happens if we knocked more?
Don't.
Less?
But that's fine.
Okay.
Just be careful around here. Some of the further rooms in this place are well guarded. I wouldn't want you snooping around while I'm not watching you. And anyway, walks away. He trots away.
Speaking of rooms, where's the nearest hot tub?
Just look at these rooms. There's literally dozens of them. Actually, down the hall, first room on your left.
All right.
Do you have any saltwater soaks?
Check the shelves. And as he kind of trots away and everybody kind of gets up to look for Kimmy and Lilipa, we cut away back to there. After a couple of minutes have passed, that interaction you had, you still sit at the edge of this hot tub. What are you guys doing?
I think at this point, like, she's finally calmed down. She's just kind of like, is it Lilpa in the water? Sorry.
No, she's still sitting next to you. She was in the water initially, like she went like, whew, then like, that's really all she needed, and like she's like sitting with you, like she was sitting next to you the whole time you were crying.
I just thought he would be happy to see me.
Well, she's like Charlie. She's like, do I say that? No, don't say that. It was surprising how avoiding he was of us, but
Almost
maybe
out of
he has his
character.
reasons.
You're right. He does have his reasons. You're so right. That was out of character for him. In fact, that means something's wrong.
Maybe the DM played him bad. No, just kidding.
Too
No.
meta.
No, just kidding. Okay.
Lightning bolt.
She like stands up and she's just like, I've been so stupid. I'm over here thinking about myself, and the whole thing is that my dad could be in serious trouble.
Maybe. Maybe not. He did warn us, however, not to enter the tournament. So
He had to say that. What if that means he actually needs us to enter the tournament?
Kimmy, are you sure that entering this tournament is even a good idea?
I'm so stupid. I should have never come to see my dad. Now Helios knows it, and he's gonna think that my dad's a traitor. I have to do something.
Okay. I just... Oh, okay, Kimmy, what are we doing?
I think it's time that I message Hornsby. You know, my tabaxi professor.
What will you tell them?
I don't know. I have to tell him that my dad isn't a traitor. And that something's wrong. Maybe he could help.
Okay, Kimmy, I will help you in any way I can.
Okay, I wanted to use send message.
Okay.
Here we go.
While she's doing that, like, Olpa's gonna walk back over to the water and just, like, look at herself in the reflection, just be like, and just splash some water on her, and then she's gonna put her disguise back on.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, sorry.
You
That's
good?
spooky.
That mess up her. Now Kevin is the dungeon master. And I'm Zach. I'm Sebastian.
Okay, I think I have it.
Okay, lay it on me.
How many words was it? 25?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Professor. This is Kimi. Helios can see my every move. My father is in trouble. The college is in trouble. I need help.
You do get a reply pretty quickly. And you hear a voice, very familiar voice, reply to you. Kimmy, it's good to see you, or good to hear from you. I wish you well. Currently, I cannot teleport my way to you, but you need to elaborate in more detail. Where are you? When the message cuts off.
Darn it, I didn't say where I was in the message. I gotta send another one. Hello again. It's Kimmy again. I am in...
You're in Laka's show.
Yeah, I was trying to... at Tyrion Spas. I am at Tyrion Spas in Lancashire. I am scared.
Reply comes back. Do not worry, Kimmy. We are still in Zeratin's gate, but I can make my way over there. It'll take some time, as we are invested in a lengthy discussion. Just find some shelter. Find one of the guilds. They'll take you in.
She like looks at Lillipa and she's like, well, here's to hoping that works.
I can't hear the messages, right? Yeah.
No, yeah.
I'll be like, what did he say?
He said it's gonna take some time for him to come to me, but he said that one of the guilds here will take me in, but they're in some negotiations. I'm sure that has something to do with, Helios and everything going on.
All right then. Let us go find out what the others are doing, and before we go, she goes up to Kimmy and gets out a little piece of cloth and just gingerly wipes her eyes. There you go.
You won't tell him I cried, will you?
No, I will not. I will tell them that you sneezed a lot, as always.
Yeah, I could be just allergic to all the steam,
It is always allergies.
It's always allergies.
Always.
Well, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of lost myself there for a bit. And I was really scared and confused. But I don't want to be that anymore. And if my dad's in trouble, then I need to save him. And I gotta be more braver. Like you, Lillipa.
Yes, more braver. We will do your best. We will do our best, Kimmy, to help your dad, but just remember, if it is between you and him, I will pick you.
Well, you don't have to worry about that, because that will never happen. Looks at the camera.
Of course.
Alright, let's go meet the others.
Okay. Eventually, you all meet outside of the Tyrian Spas. The building kind of curves around. It's kind of like little maze garden. You see like these garden statues of various animals. Lion and elephant, horse, and then you can see that giant fountain that Maris and Kimmy were at the end of the last session. As you all kind of gathered around.
Well, oh,
What did you say?
what do we do now?
We're joining the
Well,
tournament.
we haven't. Yeah.
It's good to see
yeah.
that you and there's
Well,
Kimmy.
while you were off, were you sneezing? Your
Yep.
eyes are puffy.
Yep, just a lot of sneezing, and turns out that this spa, I'm just allergic to it. Allergies, right, Philippa? Allergies.
It is all the spices that they put in the water. I do not understand this concept.
There were quite a few fragrant. Anyway, Tyrion has offered us a job. He wants us to go into Snake Spice, find assassin lord named Piranha, something of that sort, and talk to him with our weapons. If we do this for him, he says that he can get us another talk with your father.
All right, then let's do it.
You agreed to that really fast.
I have my reasons.
You're fine ending another person's life.
Wait, what? I thought we were just capturing him.
No, he wanted us to cut his head off, and we talked him down to like jewelry, but we're still killing him
Why do we have to kill him?
because we're getting paid for it.
How much
There
are
were
we?
various reasons, but a bad history, and he's an unsavory character that needs to be removed from the field.
I don't know about this. Surely there's another way to enter the tournament that doesn't involve, murdering.
This has nothing
I
to do with
don't
the
think
tournament.
this is correct. This has nothing to do with the tournament. This has to do with just speaking with your father again.
Tournament's a whole completely different avenue that we need to find basically a sponsor to enter.
Also, isn't it like a sport? Like, I don't even know what the sport is. How would
It's
I play?
multiple sports.
Oh, jeez, that's even worse.
We were going to put you in the triathlon.
I don't know what that means.
You run a lot. Lots of running.
And
Why
swim.
don't you put Maurice in this triathlon?
Like, I think my dad's in serious trouble, and my professor should be here in the next day or so. So I don't need to talk to him, and I'm fine not talking to him until the time's right, until he wants
Wait.
to,
Then why are we entering this tournament?
because he told me to.
Who? Your?
Yeah, my dad.
I
he
think
said
he
to
told
enter the
us
tournament.
not
I
to.
thought he said
Yeah,
don't.
he was saying the opposite because he didn't want people to say hear that he was saying that we need to enter it. So we gotta enter it, guys.
I see Lilliput
look
just
at
standing
Sebastian.
behind Kimmy, like,
Look, I know my dad, okay, and I know that he wants us to enter this tournament. I don't know why, but something's gonna go down. I just feel it.
It's hard to believe that you know your father so well when he did not want to talk to you and just left.
Exactly, and that's
Kind
out
of
of
teleport
character
away.
from him.
I think perhaps we might want to speak on this subject in maybe a little more secure room.
We can just be in the audience for the tournament. We don't have to be in the tournament.
No, but he strictly said that we need to join the tournament.
Who's the nearest person to me? Maris?
I-
Maris, I just want to go up to Maris and knowing from looking at the height chart, I'm going to try not to do this because I guess I tower over everybody. I just want to go up to him and poke two fingers in his chest to see if I actually touch him.
You're not that much taller than me, goddammit, you snake boy.
But either way, do they make contact with his chest?
Yes, I smack your head away.
Okay, I'm just trying to okay. I'm gonna apologize to Maris. I'm just trying to figure out if the vapors made me pass out, and I'm hallucinating all of this right now.
Roll a perception check. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm in the
Insight
shadow
check
realm.
for yourself.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll do it. I'll do it right now. Insight. 15.
You believe that this is real for now.
It was all a
Let's-
dream.
Let us return to the ship. We should find an inn to stay in tonight.
Okay.
Alright.
Preferably not in Snake's Vice.
Don't
No,
they
I
have
figured-
rooms here? It's a spa. Wouldn't they also have places for you to stay too?
I don't think it's that kind of a spa.
I feel like they would upcharge us.
Only a day spa, not a night spa.
Dan.
Can't get rid of the continental breakfast. Charged for it.
So your options are to try to spend the night in a spa, go find a tavern to stay in, go sleep in the Snake's Vice and hope for the best, Oh.
Never heard that one.
or return to the ship.
The ship is really
Kimi,
far
I
away.
don't think you want to spend the night here if your allergies were this bad in the last hour.
The next day passes, and Kimmy roll a new character.
I died from allergies, guys. Can we just be like, yeah, you're so right. Maybe we should find a tavern.
I heard there's a happening tavern called the Pits.
We had not.
It's just going straight, yeah. Hey, it's a little
I'm
wild down there, but it's good.
I'm gonna look around. Do I see any taverns nearby?
Now, really, it's just like a long, like flat plains, and then the cliffs to the north of you. It's mostly just a spa for quite a while, and then you can see to the left, you can see like more academic, walled-off buildings. But you can, if you cross over to the opposite side of the spas on the east, you can see the noble district, the Quartz Bluff. You can try to find a tavern there.
Can you move our tokens closer to Ethereum spas? Because we can only see part of the map.
Zoop. Yeah, so basically you have these walled off academic areas over here. You have the cliffs up here. You have Quartz Bluff, which is a noble district to your east, and then to the south you have Snake's Vice. You do have the tournament area, and if you want to get to any other district, you will have to cross that channel.
Maybe we should try to just stay at the spa.
Maybe we go to Quartz Bluff. They'll have actually good places.
All right, lead the way.
Okay. So, as you're moving closer and closer to Quartz Bluff, you can see on the perimeter, and it kind of slopes upwards, that there are a couple blue armored guards of the Federation patrolling, like in twos, every now and then on the perimeter of Quartz Bluff. And you can see them kind of scouting the walls. They haven't spotted you just yet, and they kind of just think you're part of the riffraff, but you can go in there and just introduce yourselves.
Look around
But
to
we
the door.
have several people in our group who are actively hunted by the Federation. I don't think we want to chance that any further.
I mean, they're not like actively hunted. They are just like,
Not them specifically, but their people, their species.
well, I mean, we have Lilipa, who is a species that I don't think exists anymore, so we can just say she's a Titan with a skin condition.
She's in disguise.
And Sebastian has his natural 20 cloak.
Hear the rumbling of thunder.
Oh.
Everybody do perception checks for me. Oh! Natural 20 eyeballs.
Yeah.
Natural one? No, wait.
I flourish.
I rolled to a 19. Fuck me.
I flourished my cloak, my nat 20 cloak.
You do see a couple of wagons coming from Eterion spawns from the academics making their way towards the Quartz Bluff, and back and forth actually, as you get further up north towards the cliffside.
They're just wagons.
Yeah, and they're moving up and down. They're like, you think they're like moving resources back and forth. Pulled by horse and buggy.
I feel like we need to make some sort of decision sooner rather than later. I'm sure those bandits will come looking if we hang out in the open too long.
Bandits.
The ones from Snake's Vice.
There's a wall between us and Snake's Vice.
I mean, there's a wall between a lot of things. Doesn't stop people from getting in.
Well, everybody's disguised, and Maris and I have some leeway with Federation, so we'll just be at the front. They can be in the middle, and the rest of you can be at the back.
That's
Good point.
fine.
All right, Kimmy, I'm glad to see you on good spirits.
Well, of
I
course
know,
I
like,
am. Why would I not be?
Right, I'll give you a nudge, and then off we go.
It's quite the sound effect.
Felt like you punched somebody legit.
It did sound like a.
He went to go say like, "Away we go!" And there's just someone walking by and just cold cocked him like,
Roll damage.
Here's the blows.
Don't you just hate when you actually flurry of blows?
Random pedestrian.
So you guys get along the main path, one of these main roads from Eterian Spas, following the wagons and people kind of moving back and forth from the academics and the Eterian Spas towards Quartz Bluff perimeter. And as you can see, there's like a checkpoint that they have set up at the place, and they're like looking at everybody, kind of nodding along as the normal folks go by them and go out. And so you guys just walk right up to them.
Yeah, we're just acting casual, right? Just walk through.
All right. They look at you and they say, "Stop right there. Random check. Business here in Quartz Bluff."
Yeah, we're entering the tournament.
And why are you in Quartz Bluff, entering the tournament?
We're looking for a tavern to stay for the night.
There are taverns in other places.
And there's some here too.
Who is your benefactor?
Tyrion Spas.
They look at each other. Right. You have proof of that?
Well, I am
A whiff.
Olani's
Look at
daughter,
these
just
flag-
saying.
I have my birth certificate right here.
Yeah, exactly. I have a birth certificate, duh.
You can see through their visors, they kind of just roll their eyes. They're like, that doesn't buy you in here. Olani Seasinger may have a lot of leeway in the other districts, but here in Quartz Bluff, Federation control doesn't cut it.
I'm
Speaking
a
of Fed-
strange daughter.
However, if you could pay the fee, we'll allow you in here.
I believe there's a certain archmage back on the mainland that might be disapproving of us paying fees.
Which one are you speaking of?
I don't know. Take a guess. Ask about. You don't know who I am. They sent me here. Go ask your superiors who Maris is. I shouldn't have to answer to you.
He calls up to the guard tower behind him, "Captain!" And the captain pops his head out. "What is that?" You can see this little gnome figure, little monocle glasses. Somebody named Maris. Last name.
I don't like your attitude. Everstone. Maris Everstone.
Right. Okay. Maris Everstone, can you check that for us? And Gnome just sticks his head back in a little bit. Pops his head out. Yeah, they're good. Let him through. And the Federation guards just kind of look at each other and just shrug. And some of them kind of unsheath their blades or sheath them back in. Like, oh man. They just kind of disperse as they let you through.
Good
The
job,
fee
Maris.
was like 50 cops.
So you do open up into Quartz Bluff. You can see it's the more refined area. Definitely quite the opposite of Snake's Vice in a lot of ways. Yeah, it's sitting on top of the cliffs. It's got a beautiful view of the rest of the city. Lots of 2-story to 3-story noble buildings with elaborate colors and beautiful architecture. and you can see everybody just kind of like looking at you like, why are the mercenaries here? And they kind of like disperse, and as you're kind of walking the road, you eventually do see like a few banners of shops, and one in particular does catch your fancy.
Have a fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Nara, did you know you had a fancy?
I have 3 of them.
Unheard of.
So you can see this building. It's a grand building of timber and brick walls, and it's kind of go inside. You can see several rooms already there, but it's kind of a grand hall. Lots of tables too, spread out. Soft little fires and scones, and a fireplace. There's a bar at the corner of it, and a few dignified looking gentlemen and ladies all kind of sitting there drinking their glass wines and whisperings to themselves. A few people at the tables too, but you can definitely tell it's a much more quieter tavern that you have been to. You can see that there is a sky elf barkeep, and they got their hair braided up in a ponytail, and they're just kind of looking at the bottles and stacking them back up into their little wine shelves. And they kind of look at you as they're kind of putting them up, and then give you kind of arched eyebrow as you make your way through.
I will approach the counter.
And she looks at you and she says, yes, one of the Hinodi haversacks. I heard that there was a kinku with him.
Oh, no, that is not me. I am with someone else of great import. I have a one Miss Singer here, daughter of Olani, if you have heard of him.
Oh yes,
We are looking for a place to stay. Maybe we trade performance for 3 rooms for a night.
I could do a performance for y'all, to lower the price. My dad taught me everything he knew.
do a persuasion check, Kimi.
$20?
Ooh. She says, I'm convinced. I'll mark it off. Just 1 gold per room.
It's easy. Thank you very much.
Lillipa will step up a bit. Be like, do you have a room with a bath in it?
Every room here has a bath.
She just goes.
And I think we will go up and unpack, and then whenever you want the performance, we will be back down. Thank you very much.
You can hear people just commenting, whispering like, "Oh, Lonnie Ceasing, his daughter. She's wow." And some people actually like start getting out and walking near the exit and start talking amongst themselves, like, "We gotta get people to get over here."
No.
And
he will not be able to ignore you much longer if you do this well.
they just go up to him like, "Olani, sorry, we're booking your daughter. Yeah, she's actually way better than you."
Damn, bitch.
Now you gotta talk to me.
Oh, now you want to talk to me, huh? Now that I'm big stuff.
But you are at the bar. But if you want to disperse to your rooms, you can for the night. Call it a day. But the barkeep does want Kimmy to play before the night's end.
All right. She like gets out her loot and she's just like, "Wow, I haven't played in front of people in a while."
It's probably like a couple hours of you setting up, and people started gathering, and people going up to the rooms to just kind of put their stuff up and make their way down. Does anybody want to do anything in particular before this performance happens?
We'll assist Kimmy with setting up and with the performance when it happens.
Yeah, same. Like, nothing spectacular. Just drumming a beat.
Varys is gonna go to the back of the room. I'm gonna position myself where if I cast Fog Cloud on the ground, then it makes it look very ominous while she's performing.
Love it.
Everyone
Anybody
else is just getting drunk.
Exactly.
I'm gonna use mimicry to be a backup singer as Kimmy. There's like two Kimmys singing.
Yes. Yeah. Love it. Lilpa and Sebastian and Naru.
Thought I was helping, like with the performance. Like,
She's my drummer.
I just imagine like Lilpa's done this before, where she strums a very simple beat
Mhm.
for Kimmy to play along to.
Okay. So we got smoke show, we got the drums, we got backup singers. What else can we add to the the Kimmy one night show?
85 be a synth.
I honestly want to find
85 is heckler.
Go ahead,
I want to find a spot in the venue where I can like passively just watch people
Okay.
and just
Do an
make sure.
investigation.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
18.
you find a little quiet corner that hardly anybody pays attention to, and you kind of set up shop as like people start to gather. And, you know, they're all kind of looking at the opposite end of the corner where the stage is getting set up.
Wherever I sit, I want to tell 85 to go diagonal from me, so then he can watch the opposite angle.
That's part of the reason why I wanted to be in the back of the room, by the way, just so I can look outward.
Okay. And Anara, what do you want to do?
Naru is posted up at the bar, talking to the locals coming in. Just, oh, what brings you into this fine establishment? Oh, cool. Yes, we're here to potentially kill someone. Maybe you. Oh, name.
Restrain him.
Oh, you teach this man some type of sensitivity.
Do I hear him say this at all?
I think you hear people like commenting, like coming out of the crowds, going like, Triton over there was asking if we want to kill somebody. What?
I'm gonna like CIA like tap my ear. I'm like 85. Go tap him. Tell him just stop that, please.
You just see a Naru talking, and then the bird starts pecking at him.
Not like in his eye, like just gently like, excuse me, sir, please.
Observation. I may have misinterpreted.
I just kind of imagine Anara just casually saying that. He's just like, "Oh yeah, I think we're here to kill somebody," and he looks over and it's a Dragonborn. Dragonborn's like, "What, Anaru?" And he goes, "Oh right."
Okay. So
Is that
as the
you?
crowd,
Dragonborn.
so finally you have this big crowd. The smoke show's going. The backup singers. The stage is set. You're kind of in the back, and just kind of collecting yourself, and somebody comes up behind you and nudges you and says, like, "You're the daughter of Olani, is that right?"
Oh, she turns around.
Stab! I'm just kidding.
That'll teach.
Well, roll new character, got it.
Now you just see this short dwarf with just braided, bright red hair. Looks at you, very young dwarf, and says, like, "Oh wow, you really do resemble him. I really hope you do good tonight."
Oh, are you a fan?
I was a fan of Olani. I haven't really heard him perform in years, so it's quite exciting to see him play. But I can't believe we're getting a pre-show to it all. Are you gonna sing with him?
He's not here right now. He's out doing bard things, you know.
Well, I hope to see you at the tournament.
Oh, you bet.
Can I have your autograph? And she puts like a parchment in front of you.
Oh, but I haven't even played yet. Are you sure you want it?
I think it'll be worth it.
She just slowly goes.
Thank you. She like clutches it to her chest and runs off.
I'm sure that won't bite me in the ass later.
When has anybody written their names has ever gotten in trouble for it?
Yeah, really.
Not in this game. So you walk out. The lights are shining on you. The smoke is dispersing. You can hear the sinking mimicries of your voice, bringing up the energy in the room. People are clapping and cheering, like they just love a good show. And scene is set. If you would like to roll performance with advantage.
19.
So how does Kimi what does Kimi play? How does she do this performance?
I think she would go up to the mic, like she'd take a deep breath, and she's like, "Hello, Lakashell. This is Kimi Singer with Miyoko and Lilliput, and we're here to bring down the house." And then she just
The light cast on Lilliput just and then cast on Miyoko, like just singing that beautiful backup Kimmy voice, and then finally
definitely doing In the Air tonight, right?
I feel it coming in the air tonight.
Free bird.
Guys, DMCA.
Oh, shit.
And
Run,
done.
Can I hear Wonderwall, please?
Oh, no.
Tavern get down.
Right? She would just play some, classic sea shanties that her dad would have taught her.
Everyone to the good.
Yeah, literally. I don't even know how it goes.
And it is ecstatic. The people are just vibing with it. They just cheering, and they're like, "I really enjoy this more than Olani. Oh, this is wonderful!" Like, and they're like throwing like little roses on the stage, just clapping and cheering, and everybody else except Lilliput and Miyoko, actually, yeah, except Lilliput and Miyoko, roll perception, and Kimi. So Inario, Maris, Sebastian, roll perception.
I'm not, because I'm performing, right?
Yep, you're 2 into the show.
What did Olani roll for his performance? Like a 12?
24.
Jesus.
Yeah, right.
20.
He nat failed and still got a 20. So you do see in the crowds some people are not cheering. You at first think of it as people just not vibing with the song, but they're looking a little suspicious. And Sebastian, you can see your special eyes. One of the figures They're hiding something underneath their sleeve, and it is a particular bandana color of that same group you saw in Snake's Vice. And they're moving up closer in the crowds, very slowly, very methodically.
Towards the stage.
Mm-hmm.
How about?
Does only he see this?
You guys see some figures that look suspicious, but he's the only one that spots like the bandana or the armband.
85. Attack!
Pick
I
the
I
eye.
w- I want
Dude
to
picking.
I want to use message and tell Kimmy um I hate to tell you, but the show is over. We need to go right now. And after I tell her that, I'm gonna pull my gun out and just shoot it in the air.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I
So
was hoping
yeah.
Han Solo just shoot a guy in the crowd.
I'm not gonna shoot him. I'm gonna shoot in the air to basically like
The poor couple on the second floor.
this is such a
Making
lovely
sweet
place.
love.
Just like echoing screams.
And as you do that, the loud ringing of that shot, everybody starts to scream and panic, starts to disperse, moving out in different directions. And as you're seeing everybody move, those 7 figures you have spotted kind of stay in their place. And as the crowd starts to leave out and go up the stairs, only they remain in their cloaks. And they start to pull out from their cloaks what seems to be weapons. And that's where we're going to take our first break.
Players had their hand raised.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I can wait till we come back.
Anara is just gonna say, "Looks like my job is going to be completed tonight. We came to kill somebody."
Saying that out loud.
Seriously, goddamn.
He wasn't wrong.
Suspicious.
I can't wait to
To
throw a
the
drum at somebody.
barkeeper.
I'm about to drop
All
the
right,
beat
so that's
on
15.
somebody's head.
So we'll take our first 15-minute break, and we'll come back with part 2. We'll see the time. We'll see you then. Hello, welcome back. Part 2 of our session tonight. Our party finally found a place to stay in the Quartz Bluff, a very well high-end tavern. Kimmy even offered to put on a show to help cut down on the expenses for staying there for the night. And it seemed like it was a hit with a lot of help from her party members. But as all things do, there was a wrench in the plan, as there were some nefarious figures watching in the crowds that Sebastian, Maris, and Inaru spotted just before they sprang into action. Sebastian shooting a gun in the air, alerting everyone, dispersing the crowds, but leaving these 7 figures standing there who now are drawing blades, bow, and what seems to be a wand of some sorts. Now we're going to switch over to the map. And we're gonna have battle music. By the way, all of this music is brought to you by Vince Vept. We usually put our link in our channel. You should check him out. He makes a lot of great music, not just the stuff that we play. Wait. It's not the music. Here we go. Okay, so everybody roll initiative for me, please.
Looking at. I just heard the noise. It's like, oh.
Everybody can see the special eyes.
Yep.
Okay. There you go. What was that? Oh, okay. All right. So the first one has their hood up, gets a longbow out, and aims it directly at Kimmy, front at the stage. Gonna take a pop shot at you. 2 attacks. 14 or 20. What's your AC, Kimmy?
14.
Oh, that's enough to hit. Unfortunately, it's gonna do some damage.
Jumping the healer.
No, get down, Mrs. President. It's gonna do 16 piercing as it pierces through your armor, drawing blood, piercing through your flesh. It is knocks you back a bit.
Okie dokie.
And
Is she still on the high note?
I believe so.
On the high ground?
High ground with a high note. And they're going to get behind these tables, kind of kick them over, and just kind of perch up in a defensive posture, aiming for any would-be people to attack them.
Which side of the table are they sitting on?
It's like this table face. Wait, say that again.
So, like, if they hide behind the table, are they hiding from the stage or are they hiding from us?
You see, like they're doing it, having the table facing this way. Can you see that?
Okay.
So they knocked it over and try to scan out for you. So yeah.
Was that one right here? Was that one just in range with me?
No. There's another one to your left.
I thought it was 2.
Fair.
Okay.
There was 2.
All right.
One of them was like right here.
Oh, okay.
This one's gonna turn around, see that they're a little too close to another person to use a longbow, and they're gonna draw out a short sword and say, "You had your chance to run, Genasi. Now taste steel." And they're gonna attack him rudely. Okay. See.
To attack a Talon of
2
King Monk with
crits.
a
Just
backup
kidding.
dagger.
Let's go, guys.
One of them is a 19, though.
The 19 hits.
Okay.
Barely.
Okay. All right. For a total of 9 piercing, just slashes across your arm, drawing blood. That's their turn. Now, Lilipa. It's your turn. What would you like to do?
Seeing Kimmy just like get hit like that, it's just like flip of a light switch. She's gonna rage, and is this guy like this guy obviously looks like a bad guy, right?
Yeah, he towers over the other individuals. You can see he brings out a large 2-handed sword.
Seeing that Kimmy's already been like, hit once and like he's the closest thing to her, she's just gonna like oh, game's paused, Michael.
Oh, sorry.
Just
Won't
Get-
not happen again.
get in between, and she's gonna just like claws out, baby. She's
Like bum 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 bum, beat on the drums and jump.
she like threw the drum to the side. She's like,
Love it. Go
this
for it.
plant right here definitely did not survive.
Poor shrubbery. Destroyed.
But let me see. Where's that multi-attack thing?
Oh,
So
Yeah, you kind of scrape against the longsword, like, just raking your nails, and it just hurt. You're like, ow. But then the rest of the attacks fuel you with rage. You get the 16 and the 22. No, you don't get the 16.
I was
You
like,
get-
that sounds too low for this guy.
Yeah, it's a boy. He's a big boy.
I just imagine just like getting like she's like every time she's like scratching the armor and finally just gets through.
Your nails are filed. Like, you may as well want that Tyrion's paws.
But so just one. Okay. Hold on a second.
You're good.
So 11 and no, that's it for now. 11 plus it's +2 if I'm raging, right? So 13.
Yep.
Okay, 13.
You would know, wouldn't you?
I forget. It's been a while since we've been in combat, so it's a
Mhm.
miracle I've remembered.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, you go right into the fray of it, engaging with this large fellow as you do the duel of fighting. Maris, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Pop the one right in front of me.
All right, go for it.
First hit. Backward.
The staff of flowing waters.
Ow! Yikes!
Mm.
11.
Now, you kind of just swing. You kind of forget how heavy it is. Just swinging that crescent wave staff, and it just dodges out of the way. Oh no! You two are doing like a little dance mover, just like constantly bobbing and weaving out of the way.
Let me shake it out.
I didn't know you had Zach's dice today.
Apparently.
God.
I did the switcheroo. When everybody went on break, I was like,
I'm gonna spin a key point. The Fury of Blows.
Mm-hmm.
That's more like it.
There you go. That one hits.
And on that hit, they're gonna take some Hands of Harm damage.
All right.
5, and they have the poison condition now, Michael.
Pretty cool.
And the second hit, that's fine. And then I'll use my movement to, like, walk around them
Mm-hmm.
to, like, get in front of between them and Kimi.
Okay. All right. So, bob and weave. You finally get a good sucker punch on this archer, but they are still standing. All right. Miyoko, you're next, followed by Kimi.
Okay, so Miyoko, she grabs the head of her sword. She runs forward. She runs up to this guy. She cuts his throat. She runs over to this guy. She stabs him in the gut, and then she goes over to this guy and hits him with a downward strike. Except she didn't actually do any of that. And she's casting level an upcast. What do you call it? Mind thrust for the first two, and then the last one is going to be just the little mind thrust.
Just
Where
a
is it?
little.
Spellbook.
Just
There
a
it is.
little
Mind sliver.
Mind
Okay.
sliver.
The first one. See if they can tell if it's an illusion.
Okay, so you're going to which one's the first one again? This big guy or this guy?
I hit these two with the
Mhm.
mind thrust.
Okay. You do that, and you hear over this table here, a man clad in red garbs goes like, "I think not, Sucaster," and he casts counterspell.
Alright, well then I mind sliver his ass.
Yeah, as he's too confident in countering a spell, he does not see the extra attack go right at him.
Oh, let's see his intelligence.
This guy's probably got a low one.
He's probably got a high intelligence.
No. 21.
Well, you know what? No, in fact. And then after that, I am going to jump down here. How high is this ledge here?
It's probably like a 10-foot drop.
Oh, good. So like a full cover situation. I'll take it. And that'll be my turn.
All right. These two soldiers call out to the big guy and say, "Orders, sir! What do we do?" And the big guy looks over at Kimi, say, "Take her alive, kill the rest." And the two go, "Yeah, right on it, boss." And they kind of just jump on the stage. And one of them has a net in their hands. They're like, "Come quietly, singer. We may just give your friends a quick death." Can you say anything?
She's just like, why me?
And as you say that, just throw the net.
Her celebrity's daughter. That's why.
It's a strange daughter.
Yeah. Sure, these ransom people won't care. So yeah, they're gonna roll to attack with a net. It's who that? Oh, they miss because your AC is 14, correct?
Yes.
Okay, 12. So like it just in the flurry of the moment, like they see you moving around the dance stage, getting your gear out, ready to cast some spells, and they just mess that throw up. Chance of their lifetime, and they throw it over your head. They're like, I thought I could get it. And the other one goes, "You don't use a net, you just bump them on the head and take them." So it's going to come up right behind you for some flanking.
No.
And using the butt of their battle axe, they're just going to bop you in the head for 2 times.
Suffer brain damage on the first.
Yep.
Definitely will on the second.
Well, good job. What are we going to ransom back? She can't even sing anymore. 21 and 17.
Well, yeah.
For a total of 15 slashing damage, or bludgeoning damage, because he used the butt of the weapon. Bonk.
Not
You're
looking
seeing
good for
stars.
Kimi.
The wizard turns around, sees the Triton that is Anaru, and says, "You would do well to walk away immediately. Leave your friends. How much do I have to pay you?"
Sitting there, leaning against the bar, finishing off his tankard, slams it down. Not enough money in the world.
"Well then, let us dance then." And then he snaps his fingers and he turns invisible.
I thought you were going to say he actually started dancing.
I mean, yeah, he does a little dance number, shuffles his feet a little bit. And then find me now, Triton. And that would be his turn. Gimme. What you doing?
She's just like holding her head like, and then she goes, back to old reliable, and she just goes, mantle of inspiration, here we go.
I'm just picturing you always like just flashing that little mantle, just sparklings, and glitter, just like mantle.
Mantle. And she's gonna put it on herself, Miyoko, Lilipa, Maris, and I guess Anaru.
All right, so you all can move up to your speed without promoting opportunity attacks.
And she's gonna say to like Lilipa, like, should we run away?
She just goes, "You run, I fight."
Where the hell is the exit in this place?
Wait, the way you got the exit, it was to the west here.
Okay, hang on.
What's the temp HP count?
8.
Is it? Yeah.
8. Thank you.
Yeah, this way directly is to exit, but you can move around these areas to kind of flank around it for sure.
I'm also gonna use my action to dash.
Okay, hey, whew, Kimmy's out.
Bye bye.
Okay, that's your action. All right, Anaru. Oh, does anybody want to move? You have your movement speed. I think everybody,
And
but
everybody gets 8 temp HP.
make sure to log that down and move if you need to. Okay. No, you're not going to move? Okay.
Is Lilliput staying there?
This is prime barbarian territory, so yeah.
All right. I'll be there. I will be there too. There's a lot of people here.
All right. Anaru, now it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Naru is going to grab another one of the tankards from the counter from one of the patrons that left, and he's going to look in it and swirl it around a little bit, and it's going to kind of light up, and he's going to say, "Let's dance," and he's going to splash the liquid that is glowing.
Ooh.
And I'm casting Fairy Fire right there.
Wonderful.
So it's a deck save, DC 14.
Okay. And 14? So, just as he disappears, you see the little outline of that squeamish wizard come into sight. You can see him just like rubbing his hands. This idiot. And then he looks at himself. Oh, hell.
And it's also, it hits this guy as well.
Let me see if he gets it.
Any creature in that 20-foot cube. And they're going to glow like a bluish green.
Wonderful. Yeah, they both are affected.
Fantastic. Just so you guys know, any attacks against those guys that are glowing, advantage.
Boop.
And Anaru is now going to walk right up to that wizard.
Think about what you're doing.
Came to dance.
1,000 gold.
Let me get my partner, and I'm going to bonus action summon my echo right behind him.
Okay, give me a moment. And boop. And it materializes.
Takes 3 to tango.
Changing the game.
And I'll end my turn.
All right. Beautiful turn. Champion just looks at himself all lit up. Looks at Lilliput on the stage with all that smoke kind of drifting down and all the phosphorus lights and stuff. And he says, "It's quite the show." And just gets his long sword, starts swinging it around and slings it down right on Lilliput. Trying to make a shish kebab. Okay, they're gonna make 3 attacks with their great sword. 19, 23, and a 19.
Those all hit.
Okay. For a total of 51 slashing damage.
Well, we'll take 25. Thank you.
That is a chunky half.
So every time it swings, you're just holding your own, against all this, slashing, forceful damage. And at the end of it, you shrug it off. And he looks at you just perplexed. He's like, "How could such a small creature withstand such a blow?"
She's just like, You are weak. Accept it.
Just
Okay,
yells out in
guys.
anger. "Ah!" Continues the battle. Now, Sebastian, what would you like to do?
Okay. So this guy seems like the big boy, right?
This guy right here, yes.
Yeah. So the pistol I fired, I want to holster it and then pull off my back the laser rifle.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And we're gonna do some cool stuff. I want to use a bonus action to cast arcane weapon and load a cylinder into the rifle. So now let's do
Bat the blast
let's
this guy.
let's do lightning damage. Because why the
Okay.
fuck not?
Need to carry around a disco ball just for this reason. Throw it up in the air and have them shoot the disco balls.
And then I'm just gonna go blap blap. I don't use ability. Sure.
Mhm.
Okay, that's weird. So I get advantage because he has fairy fire.
Mhm.
So 26 to hit.
I think that hits.
So he takes 22 damage, and then he takes 4 lightning damage. I have a friendly nearby, right?
Mm-hmm.
He takes 4 sneak attack damage.
Oh my god!
Is he still standing?
Oh yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
what-
wreck.
basically what you see is like, and the whole, like the lights dim, the room kind of shakes a little bit, like all the little silverware starts to shake off the plates as that shot just kind of launches itself at the back, and you see the metal plate of this soldier's back just go. Just evaporates, and you can see his scarred, scorched back, and he's just howling in pain, like, "What was that?" Oh, kind of buckles down to the knee, and then like a little put like scratches him like a deep claw on the cheek. He's like, "Oh, it hurts."
Still up, right?
Still up.
I'm gonna pick the gun up and rack the bullet and use extra attack and shoot him again.
He's a fighter. This whole time, I knew it. That little
like, what
bird's
are
actual
you?
name is Second Wind.
Still have advantage, right?
Yeah,
19 to hit.
just barely.
Oof. And he takes 22
Oh my
damage
I
and
think this time I may have rigged your dice for you. Just
5 lightning damage.
so once again, and it shoots to the back of him, just scorching, ripping flesh apart. He buckles down. Another Alupa arcs, just clawing into him. It's not this man's day. He was not expecting to get shot in the back by a giant laser cannon. But who
55
is?
damage. 55 damage in one turn.
Okay. So,
And I'm going to just hang tight in my little hidey hole there. And then let's.
Mhm.
You know, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to send 85 because it's his turn. We'll move him up, I guess, here.
Okay.
And then. Let's see what he can do. He'll try to poke the, I guess, the same guy.
Okay. Go for
I
it.
doubt he'll hit. Oh wait,
I
he's
believe-
advantage. Nope, 17.
Nope.
No, sorry, Birdo.
All right. All right. That all you want to do?
Yeah.
Right. And some of them like right next to Sebastian when he shoots the rifle and their whole face just melts off. Well then.
Dying over here.
As the new round begins, you see all the patrons that are still running. They all like look back to see what just occurred, and they're like, "What was that? It's probably magic. No, I usually smell magic," and then just start running.
From around the corner, you can hear him yell, "It's not magic!"
Strange magic.
Strange magic.
It's science.
Science!
Cocks his gun.
Next round, I'm gonna chase after them.
Listen here, you. I'll have you know. I made this bird. The
Made this
archer just sees the direction of where that shot took place and sees you kind of held up there and says, "Well, I know who I'm targeting." And they get their longbow out and fire 2 shots right at you, Mr. Sebastian. Multi-attack. 25 and a 20.
Jesus. No.
Okay. What's your AC2 now?
Oh wait, so you said 25 and 20?
Yeah.
All right, so one of them hits.
Okay. I
I
was about to say, if
I did the
you're-
math wrong.
If the 25 hit, I may have to just delete your character entirely.
Michael, my AC is 32.
No, your AC is
I'm actually an ancient red dragon.
So it does 12 piercing, the one shot that gets into you. Pierces the skin, drawing blood. All right. And the other archer, that is poison. The hell they do? The other archer's like, "Kill this one! Over the gun, take it!" Stumbles over, sees you kind of hold up there, like, "Okay, Mr. Wise Guy, hand it over!" And then
No.
goes for a gets his dagger out. Attack it
Terrible
twice.
archer.
He is poisoned. He is not thinking straight. And 22, nope. Hitting this kind of shield that comes up to place. I can't hit him.
I told you no.
Lilliput, it's your turn.
Okay. Just seeing this guy just absolutely get demolished. She goes like, "All right," and okay, I think I have to do it like I think I have to roll like this. If I you get it. It's advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I have to do that. I can't do. I don't think the multi attack does that. So 26, 19, a crit, and a 21.
All of
And
those
under-
hit.
Hell yeah.
So 3 normal, so and add 6 to that, so 27. And yeah, 2, 4, 6. And then a 15, so 27, 37, 50, no, the 42, right?
Sounds about right. Yeah, you're just ripping and
And-
shredding this guy's plate armor to bits and pieces.
For that crit hit, she's
Mhm.
gonna dial on her goggles, and with that last hit, I also want to inflict lightning damage
Mhm.
because I get to finally we're not in water anymore. I
Yeah.
can finally use it.
So what you see is like Lilliput twist these goggles, right? And then like even through the hood, you could see these like arcs of like blue lines coursing through Loa's body, going through her claws, and as she arcs up, you see this little streak of lightning shock right into this unfortunate soul's body.
11 lightning.
So yeah, you just see this whole towering figure's entire skeleton just flash as like lightning surges through it. It's a beautiful display. However, he's still not dead. He kind of coughs and like, that was. What did you do? What are you?
You either leave now or die now. Your choice.
Do an intimidation with advantage.
Mhm. That's not the right thing. A crit!
He looks at you like, I'll take your advice. He looks at the wizard, screw you.
Okay, listen. How mad would you be if I do Sentinel right now?
Well,
I
can't
gave him a
move on
choice,
that-
so.
I'll
On
let
his
him
turn?
leave. I'll let him leave.
He will move on his turn, though.
She like
Damn it.
turns her head like to the two behind her. Next.
All right,
She
Maris.
turns like an owl, just like without turning her body.
All right, Maris, it's your turn.
The guy right in front of me. I attack him.
Go for it.
Wait for the hit.
Yeah.
7 bludgeoning damage. The second hit will be an unarmored attack. Where is it? Oh. $18?
No. Oh, yes, it hits. Yes. Sorry.
It takes 9. And then I'm going to Fury of Blows. Attack him once.
Okay.
13 misses.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do a spin kick and kick the champion, dude.
All right.
The other hit.
All right, go for it.
And
So
it's an
boost to help
advantage.
him get running
An advantage. 23.
Oh yeah.
into the grave.
Mm-hmm.
Takes 7.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 10 poison damage, Michael. And now he's poisoned until the end of my next turn.
No, that's the last thing he sees is you just jumping in the air, kicking him. Actually, he's trying to run and leave, and then you just kind of windmill kick him right in the head, and he just falls over dead.
Sweet. I heal 10 HP.
Everybody can see user features. Everybody can use their things. It's great. This is a great session.
Remember combat, guys?
Oh, D&D really shines in combat. Who would have thought?
I'm going to look at the guy that's in front of me. If you want to end like he did, I'd stay. But if you want to leave, here's your chance.
He just murdered him. Kill him. He was our friend. I'm grabbing the net.
And my turn.
All right.
Well-
all right. Miyoko, what you doing?
All right. Seeing this is all just broken down into chaos, Miyoko is going to pull out her sword and she's going to focus her ki. Where is my feature, Michael? Here we go.
Thank God.
Activating Blade Song. Going to focus her ki even more. Going to activate Haste, giving her another action. This is turning into a Yu-Gi-Oh game.
Love it.
Tap.
And she is move, shoot past these guys, jump over and run through an ours clone. I don't have to jump over him. Like, I see you do not have a partner, and I'm going to booming blade.
Boom.
Go. Oh, Shishi no Yari.
Love it.
Blade attack. How fun.
Okay,
Let's
so
see. I'll just roll
it's one creature within 5 feet.
My
It's
attack.
weapons. attack normal effects and then becomes sheathed in booming energy until the start of your next turn. If the target wielding and moves 5 feet or more before then.
So here we go.
Okay.
That's so many hoops to roll this, and it's a 9.
You're just too quick. You're just too hyped up on that haste. You know, just flurry. He just looks at you and like panic, like throws his battle axe down just in time for you to just kind of miss the katana attack right over his head. He doesn't know how lucky he is.
12 bar patrons are now headless.
Right? Yeah. You boom.
I cut a little bit of his hair off, and it floats up in the air, and then it explodes.
Boomsley.
My turn.
All right.
Also, my AC has gone up by 5 now. So.
Ooh, wonderful. This one right next to you, Miyoko, is like just seeing you, just on a flurry of images. You can't really catch it. Just start swinging wildly, hoping he'll get a hit. See how successful he is. All right, first one, 17, 14. Nope.
Nope.
All right, and then this one is going to attack Mr. Maris here with his battle axe. 15 and a 9.
Nope.
And this last one's going to try to attack Lilipa with a 19 and a
No.
7.
No.
A 19. Oh.
19.
I cast shield.
No,
from
yeah.
500 miles away. DM.
19 has disadvantage because 85 is chirp.
I can't wait till like further like where 85 can turn into a literal suit of armor, just like throws, kind of like how Iron Man does. Just...
He just flies in and just goes and just hugs someone's chest and be like, I'm here.
a little bit just gets a full coating armor, just like stop.
Don't do that, Michael, because I'll try to make more of them.
Oh,
And then I'll just try to make like a full set, like an armor.
We're gonna go full Power Rangers.
What'd you name them? Well, I named this one 84. This one's 86, 87.
What happened to the first ones? We don't talk about the first 80. Just no, never again.
So these guards aren't doing too well. And
So wait, so did the 19 had disadvantage? Did it miss?
no,
or did he hit?
it missed because they have the deflect attack.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, he rolled and missed. Mr. Red Wizard, though, seeing the predicament he's in. She is not safe. My benefactors want a prize, and we will get it. And he is going to cast. You can see his hand starts swirling, and like misty cold starts to swirl around him. It says, "I'll make sure you back away from me." And he's going to cast Cone of Cold. And he's going to cast. Actually, he'll take a step right here before doing that.
Boy, I gotta really go back to the boat and learn counterspell already.
That scroll's just sitting there.
All right. You get +2. No, you don't, because it's not armor. But Cone of Cold. So Miyoko, Sebastian, and Mr. Anaru do Constitution saving throw. Hey, that's a fun one.
It's a spell, right, Michael?
Constitution.
It's a spell.
I get advantage.
You sneaky little. I'm just kidding. No.
I'm so good at Constitution. Oh boy.
The saving throw, right?
Oh, yep.
17.
You succeed. So I'm gonna take half of Excuse me. Let me do the math here. 500 divided by. Okay. Okay, so Miyoko and Anaru take 39 cold damage.
Oh, wait, I might have a
Half of
thing.
that
for this.
is
I do.
20.
19.
Absorb elements.
I-
Jeez.
Yep.
What? Man, everybody's flexing tonight. Hello.
I just pull out my sword and it like splits the wave coming towards me. So I only take
Alright.
half damage.
So you take the 19.
Yep.
And Sebastian, you take the 19, and then Anaru, take that 39.
Cold resistance, so I take half.
Oh my god!
I'm
How
used
did this wizard not do his homework?
to rigid depths.
Rude. He just looks perplexed. He's like, "You should have been frozen solid. Preposterous." And yeah, Kimmy, hey, it's your turn. Followed by
I'm
Anaru.
guessing I can't see. I wouldn't be able to see through this cone of. Right?
Yeah, it pretty much ends after he does it.
Yeah, it's
But you do
like
see
a-
like the floor is like icy and there's like a little cold wind drifting through. But
Either
yeah, let
way,
me-
I changed my tactics here, so.
but you do see him lit up like fireworks.
Who lit up like fireworks?
The Mr. Wizard here.
Oh, Mr. Wizard.
Oh,
I'm gonna do shatter.
okay. All right. He's like, you hear a ringing noise, and then boom, shakalaka.
So he has to
crit-
do a save. Wait.
Yep, Constitution save. Oh, you did it right
Yeah.
back at him. Oh, rude.
Mhm.
Don't like that. Oh, he rolled a 7. Wow, good job.
Well. Welcome to my world.
Dude.
I'll be 8.
Those dice.
You see a chandelier literally just fall over and hit him in the head, knocks him over almost. But yeah, that resonating thunderous noise echoes out, and he's like, he looks at Anaru. You will die, like very whisper it. He said, "Wait."
And then I'm
Okay.
going to go to here.
All right, wonderful. Okay, Anaru.
All right, boys. Here we go. Anaru and his Echo are just going to open up on this guy. So I'm going to take my 2 attacks, but I'm also going to use my bonus action to where is it?
Ooh, son. So what you hear in your mind's eye is the flowing of waves, the calm currents, and you can see the moon as you attune to that power, and you can hear that voice of Moa echoing out to you, saying, "Use this power, channel it through you. Flow the waves, and use the moon." And you just feel your whole body just kind of being lifted up almost as that power flows out of you.
All right, he's going to summon his Moontide weapon, and it is a large trident, but the outer prongs of the trident are crescent moon shaped,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just wide enough where he puts it forward, and it's just like right around this guy's neck.
Mm-hmm.
That's an action to do that. So I'm in flow right now. And then I'm going to, gosh, where are these things? I'm going to action surge.
Nani?
We had a short rest at the bathhouse, right?
Such a Patrick Rothfuss question.
For
How
real.
good was that mud bath?
Hey, I know you did do the deed of getting into my bath, so you get a short rest. However, all of you, no.
I mean,
It was the only way.
Uh-oh.
I'm kidding. No, everybody gets
What, me crying wasn't a short rest?
it. No, that's the opposite. Okay.
Yeah, you're actually
You're exhausted. You have a
I'm
level of
getting it all.
exhaustion.
level 5 exhaustion. So he's going to use that action surge, and then he's going to open up with his echo. And on this turn, unleash incarnation. So we're going to hit him 4 times.
Okay, rude. Go ahead.
It's just a wizard.
It's just a wizard. He was just trying to cast Cone of Code on you.
Just a bull.
Okay, wait. Why didn't know? Oh, do I have to click it?
You make sure if you're doing the multi-attack thing, you make sure you have to check that box before you do it. Right next to you, how many attacks you're doing. Boom! He make sure you have advantage too, because he's lit up.
I guess
You
just
should
roll
probably-
it again and take the highest numbers from each one. I don't
Yep.
know.
We'll roll it 4 more times because those first 4 could be an advantage.
like,
Because it would be 25,
Okay, so
21.
the first one was still 11 and 11, 23 and 25, 21, and then a 17.
Okay, he will cast shield. So he's gonna bump his AC. Wow, he's gonna bump his AC to block that. Actually, yeah, he'll block the 17.
Okay, so 2 hits.
Yeah.
How the fuck do I? Oh, okay. So 22 damage.
Okay. He stumbles backwards out of this flurry within seconds of these trident stabs and hooks around his neck, leaving gashes around his neck. He's got to clutch and stumble backwards. He says, "What was that power? I've never seen anything like it. This entire group. I have to tell the master this immediately."
You'll be lucky if you take a few more steps.
And as you're moving up closer to him, you can see that he's reaching into his cloak to grab something.
And I'll just say, somebody stop this one. And
Alright.
I will my turn. Actually, I'm gonna have my echo move to there, so we're just surrounding him like that.
Okay. All right, Sebastian, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. Is she right? No. Okay. I had help her with the tokens, so she is in melee with me.
Mm-hmm.
So, given that, and getting hit by a freaking cone of cold. He probably like braced for the impact, and he's like probably like looking away from her, and then he's gonna act like he's like gonna pull something out, but he doesn't pull anything out, and he just like whips back to look at her, and like his mouth opens up wider than it normally does, and he's gonna use poison spray right in her face.
Oh, let's get the fan art of that,
Like
please.
somebody get a vial
Literally
for
just
me.
Fleming on somebody.
Maris is like, oh.
Give me some.
I come on a
Give me
bucket. I come on
poison.
a bucket.
Oh, wow.
So she has to do DC 15 con.
Man, these cons, man, just ain't right. 6.
6. Oof. No, she's gonna take 15 poison damage.
Ow. It just sprays on her face. She's like, my eyes! Oh! Clearly not enjoying that poison spray.
If she was, then I'd have questions.
All right, all right.
I wouldn't shame her, but I'm just gonna be like, whoa,
Lady, you need to.
this is the wrong venue for that.
Let me introduce you to a place called Snake's Vice, okay?
We're going there later. You can come with us if you want.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
You'll be our +1.
Move aside, Rinky. Thinking.
Oh,
Here's Acid Face Archer. Anyway, is that all you want to do?
yeah, that's all he can do because I'm not gonna move because she can poke me.
She is poison. By the way.
I forget
By
what
a
this.
certain one.
Actually helpless.
She's not poisoned anymore.
Oh,
Oh, thank
Well,
you.
what about the
Okay.
what about his poison spray?
it just does poison damage. There's a difference between poison damage and then the poison status effect. Like, I wish you would do poison status effect.
That would be the most OP cantrip.
I'd just be like, screw the gun. I'm just gonna start shooting down people.
This laser gun's well right, but have you heard of a thing called disadvantage? Okay, that blows people up.
Um, I think honestly in this situation, and the state that Sebastian's in, 85 would probably he would leave here and like go here to dive bomb her.
You want to get an opportunity attack by this guy?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I may not get it, but we'll see. 18
18 hits.
for 4 damage. Whoa, watch
Oh
out!
no!
You're practically dead. Say your prayers.
Owie! Owie!
Chunks off a metal feather.
And then he is going to try to peck her.
Oh. Now go for it.
What's he get for? Because is he flanking?
Yeah, +2.
+2. So 16 with the +2.
That hits.
And then she takes. Oh, stupid! It never does it right. So it's supposed to be 1d8 plus what's my proficiency? 3. Oof. 10
Ooh.
force damage, I think.
Yeah. Pecks her right in the back of the head
Yeah,
after
force
you just
damage.
got like poison sprayed in the face. Like she kind of lurches back and then bonks her in the back of the head. And she just screams out in agony. All right.
That's it.
Okay. This archer still looking over at Sebastian. It's like, keep taking the hits. I think I got him. She aims down the sights of her longbow. Or a multi-attack. Oh, a nat fail.
Oof.
Yeah.
Kills his friend.
Yeah, right. I'm just thinking that. Let's do a percentile roll. Anything above 500 or 50.
Maybe
Percentile?
it's a mercy kill. She sees
Right.
her friend is in trouble and in pain, and she's like,
I'm
"I'm sorry."
And a 14, both times miss. I think, yeah, like her friend is like stumbling forward and backwards, like in between like you and her longbow. She's like, "Get out of the way! Open your eyes! I can't! There's poison in them! Oh, it burns!" And she just can't get a hit in. This one, however, gets her dagger, starts swinging it wildly, hoping to hit Mr. Sebastian.
Hmm.
One time for a nat fail. Oh my god!
God.
Wow.
I love these dice. I love these
What I-
dice.
See what the
Not
big
us.
what the big trick was. You thought I gave him the Maris, but when you walked away, I moved him from Maris. And I moved him over to you.
What is this Ocean's D&D bullshit?
You have the dice now.
Inconceivable.
So yeah, she manages to cut her own arm. She's like sees the arm and thinks it's yours with the poison spray. Say, "I got you!" Oh, no! And then finally, she's in so much pain, she like wipes away the poison finally, and she's gonna hit you for 25.
25 to hit.
Yeah.
How
Damage.
about that?
All right, let me see. With disadvantage, 13. Nope, no dice. Who are these people?
You can't touch me.
All right.
I don't know. We don't have a name. Otherwise, I'd quip it right now, but we honestly don't.
Right. Okay, Lupa. Good
Okay.
thing.
Okay, a couple things.
Oh no.
No, it's not horrible. I promise.
Oh no, for
Um,
them.
I would definitely heard. Did I definitely heard Inaru say like somebody stop them?
Yes.
One eye like just like focuses in on Wizard, and other eye still looking at this guy,
Mhm.
and while still looking at this guy, she just goes, "Fingerlings hit harder than you," and is going to. I'll take opportunity attack, but she's gonna rush up to Wizard.
Okay.
So
All right, they're both gonna try to bonk ya. First bonk 21, second bonk 14
21 hit.
for 4 bonking damage.
So 2.
Ow!
Wow,
Yeah.
really hurt.
Paper cut.
I stand right that baby Kotoa dude hit harder. And I'm gonna attack the wizard. And before I do though, I wanna make sure that if one of these hits, I'm specifically trying to hit away whatever they're reaching for. So it flies off. I don't care where it flies off to, as long as it's out of their hand.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Alright. And
Wonderful.
it's still advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
God,
Yeah,
this
he's
person's
so
fucked. Knock on wood though, just in
One of your
case.
forehead, like you're hitting them 4 times.
I'm prefacing it because I don't want to shoot myself in the foot.
4 nat once. Let's go, baby. Come on, with advantage. The
Okay,
dream.
So
Possible.
do that. So 22,
geez.
19, a crit.
Oh god.
18.
He's
Lord.
salsa.
He tries to shield in the last ditch effort, but it just like rips through. So yeah.
I've
And,
seen zombie movies that were less gory.
So
Not
so 30.
even a crit yet.
Mhm. So you just rip into him, shredding him.
And a 19,
Ah!
so 49.
He's dead. If you didn't know that already,
I'm just making sure.
just to clarify, he's dead. And as you kind of rip him, like his hand just goes flinging outwards, and Lilliput and Ari do perception rolls. Ooh.
15.
Lilliput, you see black vials fling from his hands and go ding, 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 ding. There's like a few of them, and they kind of go underneath like some tables and like at the corners of the walls, like where it's kind of dark, and you could see them in clear view. That these are very, very familiar vials that you may have seen in some runs.
She will make some mental notes to when we are not cutting people to ribbons. I kind of feel bad now. Oh Lord, oh, mercy me.
All right, Maris, your turn. Followed by Miyoko.
But actually, really quick, could I just use the rest of my movement to move back to this guy?
Sure.
Just be like, I'm back.
Thank you.
You look like you got covered in all the spaghetti sauce.
Spaghetti.
Little death meatball.
I'm gonna stand in between them, look at one, look at the other. Hello, boys, and I'm gonna multi-attack. 16 and 20. I'm gonna try to do a split kick.
One of them blocks, but the other one like looks at the other one like, "What are you?"
So this is the one who gets hit. Then this guy right here. I have not hit him yet. I like to show the love. So he takes 10 total. Then I will Fury of Blows, spending another key point. For the first one, that misses. 18 hits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The first guy, the top guy, is going to take this damage.
Okay.
Take 5 plus another 9 poison damage, and he is poisoned.
Rude. All right.
In my turn.
Yeah, back and forth, like high kicks, punches, uppercuts.
I want to move so they're not like completely flanking me like that. Yeah.
Okay. Miyoko. Your turn.
Okay. All right, still hasted. I am gonna move over here. I'm gonna attack the archer that's above me. My sword is covered in ice, so I'm just gonna swing it like a baseball bat at them. Let me grab my sword. Oh, jeez. Well, shit.
Then I gave
And-
the dice to Dante.
Yeah. Regardless, I'm gonna make it hit the ground so the ice shatters. And then I'm going to spin around and hit the guy below me with a booming blade.
All right.
Wherever the hell that is in my spellbook. Oh wait, that's right. I just do another melee attack. Also, I just realized that the sword gives me +2 to spell attack, so I get +2 to this attack.
Yeah.
How do I keep opening? 17.
Nope. Too tanky.
Really? Shit.
Oh yeah. These guys are tough.
Okay.
Okay. They start just
Actually-
like.
No, go ahead. I just realized it's not a bonus action. Never mind.
They're gonna disengage. We gotta get out of here to kill the boss.
Fuck you!
10, 15, 20, 25. Get out of the way! This one. You didn't have to. Just let us have the girl, damn it! And they move past you. Yeah.
Sentinel, get it back here.
Okay, go for it.
He
Oh,
ain't going.
God.
He ain't going nowhere. Let me go read it really quick. Double check exactly what I need to do.
It just says, "Tell your DM no." Free action.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Oh, and it's the guy. Yeah, oh, absolutely. I'm gonna hit him. Get him back here.
Get over here.
Nice try.
Takes 5.
Just falls off the stage, tumbles down. What are you doing? Let us go.
Who do you work for?
I'm not talking. He looks over at the other guy. Grab the wizard's body. Get out of here. One looks over at Lilliput. One looks over at Lilliput, just covered in blood and looking especially rabid, and says,
She just shakes her head like,
You can do opportunity.
"Oh yeah, get your ass back over here." Let's see. 15 and 12.
Yeah. Hit the back of his armor. And he runs over to the body, like grabs it and then like shakes it while he's moving, like hoping something will fall out. And he's like, "Doesn't have it on him."
Oh, if he's going for the body through the middle, me and my clone are both going to take opportunity attacks if he tries to leave.
Yep. And like as he's about to get opportunity attack, he like tosses the body down and then looks around. Oh yeah, both of those hit.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh jeez.
4.
Oh yeah, he ain't looking too hot after that hit. And as he falls down from that hit, he like looks down at this wall over here, and he says, "I think I see it." And the other one that fell down prone, "Do it, brother! Make it out for all of us!" And he kind of starts to scramble. But that's no, he's 25, 30. So yeah. Makes it right under this little table and starts grabbing for something. Alright, Kimmy, it's your turn. What would you like to do? Followed by Anaru.
Kimmy's gonna like come around and see Sebastian. She's like, "Oh, Sebastian, are you alright?" Like, what does he look like?
He's probably like holding his one side and then going like this
Mhm.
and wiping his mouth.
Why are you eating?
I'm sorry, I stress eat in situations like this. I couldn't help it. There was mutton on the
Left
table.
it there on the table.
There was just on the table. Nobody was gonna eat it.
Well, I hope this helps. And she goes up to you, or she didn't even go up to you really, and does a healing word.
Amy practicing social distancing.
Yes. 6?
Mhm.
And then she's also going to do another shatter.
Oh. Rude.
Damn it, it's just so close.
Shattering my clone.
Could that be like they're touching like a foot, like a toe?
I can't even say what you're. Oh.
Also, you can't. I don't think you can cast 2 spells that are both not cantrips in one turn.
That's a bonus action.
Wait,
yeah, you're right. You're
healing
right. You're
word
right.
Isn't.
You're right. You can only cast one main spell and then a cantrip. You can't like double spell.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
well then I'm doing Mantle of Inspiration then. Can you get rid of
Fine.
my shatter?
Mantle. No, I can't get rid of your shatter. It stays.
Okay, I'm gonna do it on me, Sebastian. Can I get to like right here?
Yeah.
Me, Sebastian, Miyoko,
Yay.
the bird, and Anaru.
Oh, perfect.
I'm about to beat a man who's on the ground. I'll beat this dude up with my stick.
And that also gave you 8 temp HP. Again, everybody.
It's
If you
just
haven't lost it.
looking under the table, let me help you find it.
And yeah, it's your turn, Anaru.
All right, we're just gonna open up on him.
Oh, did. Oh, okay. I gave it to Sebastian and the bird, too.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure out where to put everybody.
Got a whole bandwagon.
All right, so 4 attacks. Because we're gonna do the Unleash Incarnation again.
Go for it. He is prone, by the way. So you get
So is that
advantage.
okay?
Hmm.
How do you roll advantage, or do you? You know what? I'll just.
Okay. So what you do is the item you're attacking with, go ahead and put it in the chat to where it says attack and damage. So do that really quick.
From inventory.
Yeah, in your inventory, whatever you're attacking with. You doesn't have an attack on it.
It does on mine.
Do when you click on it, do you when are you clicking on the picture?
No, I
of
was
it?
just looking like the
Click-
multi-attack button up there. I figured it out though.
Okay.
Yay for learning.
I feel like the party overview is not up to date. Because it says I have 21 health, but I actually have. Oh, the temp HP. Oh, I'm done. Never mind.
Yeah.
15, 27, 25, 26.
3 of those hit. I'll tell you which ones.
30 damage.
Oh. Yeah. And I want you to do a sleight of hand check for me.
That's my thing.
Yeah, and
Well-
roll. And that one.
Oh my god, I'm glad it wasn't my thing.
He turns around and you stab into him, and you can see in his hand he is holding something. Like a couple of vials in his hands. And you stab right through his hands into his chest, and the vials break. And a black ooze is let loose. And you can see like him like clutching his wounds, and then like you're just kind of in the flurry of it, and you stab him a few more times in the chest, and he just kind of like limps over dead. And as you finally pull the trident out, you could see before you the black ooze is starting to spread out and starts to envelop his corpse, and his whole body is just in this kind of black cloak of moving organisms, and like tendrils start to pop out, and his face just starts to open up into a horrific maw. And that's where we're going to end it.
Oh God.
I realize I have 6 of those on my person right now. That's a
Oh.
problem.
You get stabbed in your purse then.
Hey Michael, I think it's time to start rolling some percentiles when Jermaine gets hit.
Right. So, hey, everybody. Hope you're having a great time watching our show. We're glad to have you. Should be fun next session, to say the least. It was a fun session tonight. Everybody shined super good. Yeah, it's a great session.
First combat of season 2.
Yeah. Everybody put up all their neat little tricks that they've been learning all throughout the campaign. Fun times.
You guys multi-attacking 4 times. Michael's gonna make these fights so much harder going forward.
Boy.
And you thought this was going to be the only combat you were going to get before a short or a long rest. You're wrong. Welcome to high tier levels.
Level 5.
Die. Anyway, so thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week for another riveting session.
You want to
season
take
time.
it away, Kevin?
Yeah, we've got some fun activity tonight. Sir Hershey Squirt resubbed for 1 month. This is their 10th month of subscription, guys. 10 months of hanging
So
out
sorry.
with us. We thank you so much. Last week we also had a new follow from Weasel to Head. So thanks for joining in and hanging out with us. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope to see you again. And to the rest of you guys, thanks for watching.
And be sure to check out our other things going on. Toby, you want to take it away?
Tuberculosis.
Yeah.
That's it. No.
Yeah.
I've officially have moved over to my new channel, Tuberculosis. And last week I played some Frog Detective. It was a chill stream, honestly. Got to be a frog and discover the spooky island mystery. This week though won't be so chill. I think I'm gonna jump back into horror games. So we'll see about that. It's been a lot of fun though. So that's
Yay.
Tuesdays at 11 p.m. Pacific, right? That's what the California time
Yes.
is.
Yes.
Technically 1 a.m. Central, but I have to go with the Pacific time, or else I'm not on Tuesdays anymore. And yeah.
And then any updates on your channel?
So it's almost done. I just have to put a few things. But this week, movie Popcorn Junkies will be watching a movie, and there needs to be a special guest there because we're probably gonna watch Time Bandits.
Oh, it's happening finally.
It's either gonna be Time Bandits or The
Yay.
Princess Bride. I'll let you choose.
Finally.
What was the other one?
Princess Bride.
Oh, okay.
There's no
Okay,
wrong.
whoa.
I'm down
That
for
was- you
either.
sounded here.
You sounded very disappointed when we said
Ow.
Princess
Ain't
Bride.
that for me?
No, I thought you said Princess and the Frog at first, and I was like,
Oh.
what now?
Still,
I
how
mean, okay, but
I mean, I'm down.
Okay.
I just okay.
No, it's gonna happen. So that means Miyoko, you better be there Sunday.
Miyoko's never watched that movie before.
Are there movies in Pelos or whatever?
Yeah, of course.
has film been invented yet? Can we go to a Nickelodeon?
It's just slideshows. It's just slideshows, unfortunately. We're waiting for Sebastian to invent movies first, and then
I got other things to do besides making.
you like
Motion
blast people with your
pictures.
cannon gun. Yeah, we all saw it. Okay.
the end of this barrel here is the lights are coming out, and it won't kill you, I promise.
And be sure to check out my channel, X-Ray Specs. I was gonna stream this morning, but I couldn't. So I'm streaming tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I'm gonna play some Animal Crossing. So if you want to wake up, get some coffee, and wake up to the day with some Animal Crossing, join me there.
Yay.
Yay. Also, look out for some new tabletop RPG content DM'd by me with a very new system, Cyberpunk Red. Should check it out. It's pretty cool. In the future. Podcast format. We'll keep you updated. Love your faces. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.